Alright guys, just thought I'd give you an update on how things are going as we get close to finishing our bus build. So here on the computer I show you, I put down all the things that I needed to do, and I've had to add to it because there's stuff I've forgotten and just other things that have popped up. Basically what I've done is I've just put down what I need to do. I've ticked it when I finished it and put complete. If I've got it in progress, I just put in progress here, so I know what I've got left to do. But as you go down, you can see most things now have been ticked off and are complete. As we get closer to the bottom, there are a few things that I've still got to do, like this one here, which is in progress. I've still got to finish some trim off around the ceiling and the walls, so that's still to go. And I'm checking everything off that's needed. But as we go down here, things I'm going to leave for a little bit, I'll do later on, is buying and installing the stereo and speaker system. We don't need that right away, so we're just gonna leave it for a little bit. Same with the UHF radio, we're going to leave for a little bit. And the painting of the outside of the bus we're going to leave for a little bit at the moment. And the same with the tow bar and the box at the back of the bus we're going to leave just for a little bit. But other than that, the things we've got left to do are just down here. So I'm going through them now, and hopefully we'll be able to tick off most of these in the next couple of weeks, so it'll be all done and ready to go. So this is just what I'm doing. That's this week's process, to go through these and get them sorted out. Some of them will only take a couple of minutes. Like this one here, I've got to... where is it? If I can find it. Where is it? No, that's not it. I don't know where it is. This one here. Cut down, drawer and door. No, that's not it. This one. Cut face of drawer under bench seat, pull out. So basically, when we went away the other week, I went to show people how the bench seat works. So pulling out the middle section between the two seats to bring the extra bit of the seat across. What happened is it got almost halfway out and then it stopped. It got caught on the wall sheeting on the drawer below it, so I've just got to take off a bit of that. So that'll take 5 minutes, if that, to get that done. So a lot of this stuff shouldn't take too long to do. It's just the fiddly bits that have got to get done. So that's what we'll be working on. All right, as a part of getting everything sorted out as we get closer to being finished, I had to do a few things. Once I put the ceiling on, I had to cut this door down. I thought I had it right, but I didn't. And I also have to change it from opening up towards the ceiling to being a door this way. So I've done that, and that's done. I've also had to do Carolyn's one as well. And I've stuck some mirrors on there so we can see. But that's done now. One of the first things I'm going to do on my to-do list is cover up this. So I've bought some angle bracket from Bunnings. I've drilled some holes in it. It's going to sit there like that and cover up that gap. I'm going to have to get another bit and do this side here as well, but that already looks 100%. So now I'm going to drill it in and see how it looks. It's quite amazing what a bit of trim will do to the look. That's it in there now. As you can see, that was what it looked like, and that's what it looks like now. So that'll help protect the vinyl tiles there. Alright guys, I've now finished the trim over the stairwell, so that's another job completed and getting closer to finishing. Alright guys, there's a few things that I've ticked off that I've done. So we've now installed the ceiling, we've redone the cabin door above cabin, We've got the strip paneling for the lights. We've fixed the magnets on the block-out shutters. We've also cut down the front screen block-out shade. And I've put on complete for the ones I've done. The ones I've got in progress, such as, if I can find one out, this one here, the cut face of drawer down under bench seat pull out. It's basically just drying, so it's nearly finished now. I've installed the angle over the step, so I can finish that one now. It's done. So I can paste that there and change that to complete. What else have I got to do? Okay, the bathroom floor I've got in progress now, so let's put in progress. And progress. So we're getting there. We've got just a few more to go now and we shall be done. Then I got to clean the bus up and then I'll do the bus tour for everybody. Well, good morning all. So one of the things I'm going to do, I was going to tile the floor in here, but we've changed our mind and we've gone and bought some black non-slip paint, which we're going to paint onto here to cover all this up. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it all up in here, remove stuff. I'm going to put some masking tape around the edges so I don't get black paint everywhere, and give it a good clean up, and then I'm going to paint on here. So that's what is in plan for today. Now I've also put the first coat of the non-slip paint into the bathroom. It's looking good. I've got to let it dry overnight and then I'll do the second coat, but it looks better than what was on there before, and I really like the black. It really offsets the white. So that's halfway done now. Alright guys, I've glued off all the door handle covers that were, some popped off, so had to glue them in. They're done. I can take the blue tape off now and put the handles back in. I've also finished Carolyn's block-out shutter, so that's all ready to go. I also changed the ducting for the cable going down to the battery for the air conditioner. I've got to do the same for the driving light one over my side, so I'll do that today. The first coat of paint should be dry now. Let me check. Yep. It actually doesn't feel too bad either. It's definitely non-slip, I can feel that. So I've got to give that another coat, but we might go away this weekend, so I'll do it after we come back, because it stinks at the moment, so I'm still trying to get the smell out. Alright, so what have we done today? We've finished cut that one of the face of the drawer and putting it back in, so it's completed. We've also glued in the handles, so that's completed. So we can do that as complete. And also that one there as complete. So as you can see, we keep getting less and less items to do, and we'll continue that over this week. Hopefully we'll get most of it checked off. There might be a couple left, but other than that, it's going well. Alright guys, just finished another project to get closer to finishing, so let's mark it off here. So I put the wires in conduit, paste, and we'll put it as complete. Right guys, another thing I can tick off as being done is the bathroom floor. There you go. Bathroom floor has now got a non-slip paint on it, which should adheres to the floor properly, but it goes really well with the black and white checked floor. There you go. Look up. Looks really good. I'm really happy with how it's looking. Well, good morning guys, a new week, and as we get closer to finishing this build, I've got to do things that are left over to do. They're just minor things except for one, which I'm starting today, and I'm not looking forward to it, and I've put this off long enough as it is, and I've got no choice now but to do it. So what is it, you ask? It's doing the carpet under my seat, the driver's seat. I've been putting it off because Carolyn's side was bad enough, and this is just going to be just as bad. Well, maybe not, because I can stand up outside, so whereas that I couldn't, so it may be a bit easier. So anyway, this is what I'm doing now. I've got to get stuck into this and try and get this done. Okay guys, this is just as I expected, being a pain. I'm using artificial grass adhesive for this. I used it on the first part of that and it worked really well, whereas I changed it at the back and it didn't work so well. So I've gone back to using this, but it's just a pain trying to cut and get things right. It'll do. It's not going to be perfect like the other side, but it'll be okay. So I'm just waiting for that to tack up, and then I can push this down. I've got a little piece that I've cut to get into the other area down there. And then this part will be done. That's the hardest part. Hopefully this part where I can stand up properly shouldn't be too bad. So well, good morning all. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown on what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do today. So let's spin it around so I can show you. So yesterday I made or cut out this section of the carpet so I could lay down and glue it down. The problem being with all the different angles, it's too hard to try and do it in one section. It just doesn't work. So I cut the bottom out and put it down. It's glued in now, and I've also started this yesterday for the section that's going around here, like so. Starts here and goes around that way, which I'm going to finish cutting out all the little bits of it so it'll fit fine, and then I'll glue that in. And I also glued this section in over here, so I can finish off this part here, which is what I intend to do today. Alright guys, I've now done most of it. I've put on the edge trim back on. It's all done. I've just got to give it a clean up. There's still one little bit to do. This is just drying off, and over in the corner I've just got to cut it off and glue it and then cut off the extra. So I'm going to now give it a vacuum in this section here and then put the seat back in, and this should be up and running and done. I've done the cutout for that. That's sitting over there drying at the moment, so that's nearly done. So this was the last big thing that was I put off for a long time, and now it's done. Well, pretty much done. So we're nearly finished, guys. So it means that I'll be able to pull all this off, all the protective covering off, and do a video on the finished product. So looking forward to that. Alright guys, I've pretty much done. I've just got to let that one dry. It's just drying still, and I've got to put the hole in for the screw to go in. But as you can see, the chair's back in, the trim's back on, and it's looking really good. Alright, so in there's done, and along the top here is done as well now. So that section is all carpeted now, thank goodness. So all I've got to do now is go around and fix the little marks on the trim work, and we're pretty much done. I've got to change the hot water system, but that's not a major, not the hot water system, the pump. I've got to turn it around. I've put it around the wrong way. So besides that, everything else is done. I'm basically finished. Can you believe it?